Did you know that in recent years, video game reviews almost never show a failing score? Are we to believe that all games are good? Why do we see this behavior? What gives? Hello everybody and welcome to the Gaming Marketplace, where you don't invest with your money, but with your time. On today's update, we're going to be talking about the downfall of video game rating systems and what alternatives do we have. But first, let me give you some background. Game review scores given by online critics have been one of the most useful ways for casual gamers to know whether a game is worth playing or not. They have been around way before the internet was even invented. Back then, you didn't have the ability to hear or look up individual reactions or reviews about a game in the market. So, what better way to gauge whether a game is good or not than by looking at the ratings given to you by a professional? Back then, we had the Game Informer, which was founded in August of 1991. It used to be a monthly subscription-based video game magazine that you received through the mail. I remember I was always very excited whenever I would see a new copy of the Game Informer appear in our doorstep. That is, until we got the internet. The internet brought a slew of new review websites. These websites have dominated the game review space online, posting what used to be highly reliable ratings. But something changed. Companies thought that a game's rating highly influenced that game's sales. This started a controversial practice where game publishers would set high goals for ratings and link them to the developer's yearly bonuses. A famous example of this was during the launch of the not-so-popular game called Fallout New Vegas. Bethesda had given Obsidian Entertainment a minimum rating requirement that they had to meet. Unfortunately, on release, when Fallout New Vegas received a score, they missed the goal by 1 point. Regardless, that gave Bethesda an excuse to not give the developers the bonus for that year. It is rumored that this behavior also correlated with layoffs from Obsidian that took place in the following 2 years. Which sucks, because Fallout New Vegas is currently considered by many as the best game in the franchise. The game had changed. Suddenly, a reviewer's rating was directly tied to the earnings of a developer. And this made review companies more hesitant to give bad reviews. I mean, can you blame them? Would you want to be the sole reason a developer doesn't get paid their bonus when they worked so hard on a game? This relationship is similar to the one I have with you. See, your actions directly correspond to the success of this channel. So please, like, subscribe, and click that notification bell for more updates like this. Now, with that said, let's go ahead and take a look at the graph that I mentioned in the beginning of this video. Thank you Reddit user TrueLink0 for compiling this data and making the graph that you see on screen. Now, if we take a closer look, you can see that this data was taken from all 1,700 PlayStation 4 game ratings given by review sites up to the year 2020. There's a clear trend showing that games are mostly given a rating from 70 to 80. Additionally, we can see that they had never given a game a score lower than 20. We can also see that they had never given a game a score of 100, the closest being 97, at least within this dataset. Having seen this, I decided to do some research of my own and check the trends in ratings, but this time looking at more recent games. I went and extracted all the game scores from the year 2024 up to May of 2025. And we can see a very similar trend to the ones we saw from 2020. The only exception being that reviewers had given a 10 out of 10 score to at least 2 games. With everything we've seen, it is no surprise that we find a disconnect between players and game reviews. These trends show that game reviews have become biased and are no longer representative of the gaming community. But what can you do if ratings are unreliable? Well, do I have a solution for you? To solve this issue, I created the Game Enjoyment Metric, or GEMS for short. This new metric is completely unbiased, and it only takes existing game-related statistics and measures the public's engagement with the game. It measures your time investment with a game, whether it is you playing it or whether it's watching other people play the game. With Gems, you can more accurately dictate whether people are currently enjoying a game or not, allowing you to make a more informed decision on whether to spend your time and money on a game. I work to improve this algorithm every single day. So if you're interested in the concept and want to support this indie project, consider joining the Discord server. There you can provide some direct feedback and you can see some extra things behind the scenes. I hope that Gems becomes something that everybody can use so that they can get a better understanding of the games they love. Whether you're a casual player, a pro player, or even a developer trying to see how well and how much people are enjoying your game. Overall, game reviews have become too unreliable for many players. Reviewers seem to be scared to give bad ratings because they are influenced by the companies that publish these games. Players now prefer to listen to reviews of individual content creators. Gems solved this issue since it's not a one-time score. If a game doesn't do well at launch, developers can work to bring up the value by improving the game. Or if public reception is good, maybe all they need is to do more marketing. With this tool, developers can better assess how to make their game more successful. The gem values will reflect the public sentiment about a game, also making it a perfect tool for players to know whether people are enjoying a game or not. Do you still trust game review ratings? If not, do you think that Gems could be a good alternative for video games? And lastly, if there's a particular game that you're curious about and would like to see the performance of, please let me know in the comments down below. And while you're there, please remember to like, subscribe, and click the notification bell for more updates like this. But with that said, that concludes today's update of the gaming marketplace. Catch you in the next one.